Hey team, I wanted to make a quick video because I've been thinking about our loss on Saturday night and trying to figure out how we can correct a couple of these mistakes that we were making. The challenge is that we don't have any more practices this season, so I'm trying to figure out how can I give you some coaching to correct these things without actually getting together on the field and working with them. So here's what I came up with. We know that our defense kind of cost us the game on Saturday night, but if we look a little bit closer into that, specifically on our defense, what was poor was two things. One was catching pop flies, and the other was making our throws. So I want to give you a couple pointers on both of those things, and hopefully we can correct them. First, on the pop flies, the most important thing is that we got to get directly under that ball. A lot of times we have a tendency to try to catch it out to the side or do a basket catch out in front of us or whatever. We want to get directly under it. These catches off to the side or out in front are worst, last resorts. If we're running and we just can't get to it and we got to reach out to get there, that's cool. But what I want to see is moving our feet so that we're getting to wherever the ball is, getting it directly over us and catching it here. We want to catch the ball here, not here, not here, and not here, okay? For those of you playing in the outfield, the worst possible thing that we can do is let that ball go over our head. So your default should always be that we're drop stepping and running back, tracking the ball until we're sure that it's in front of us, and then catching it here. The only way you shouldn't be drop stepping is if you are positive that that ball is not going to get to you, that it's going to be in front. In that case, you can run forward to get to it, but we never want to let it get over our head. The outfielders are the last line of defense on the defense. If a ball goes over their head, there's nobody there to back them up, and that's when we get into real trouble. So again, move your feet, run to wherever you got to get to, and catch that ball. I know that you can catch pop flies. We've been drilling this all season long in practice. It's just a matter of actually doing it in the game. The next thing to talk about is our throws, and there's specifically two issues that I saw with the throws. The first one is we're rushing. We're trying to go too fast. It looks like some of you are playing hot potato out there where you get the ball in your glove and you just got to get rid of it as quick as you can. But when we do that, we make inaccurate throws, and that's the worst because when we make a bad throw, we're giving up extra bases to the runners. In some cases, we're giving up extra runs to them. Remember, we only lost by 1 run, so a bad throw can be the difference of winning or losing a game. We got to slow down a little bit when we get the ball. I used to deal with this when I was coaching hockey as well, where people would get the puck on their stick and they would panic. And then what they would do is they would just hit the puck away, which always led to bad things. We got to slow down for just a second. When we get the ball in our glove, we got to take that extra half a second to a second to figure out where our target is and then make the accurate throw to our target, okay? Remember, the ball always travels a lot faster than the runner, so chances are if you're making an accurate throw, it's gonna get there before the runner. And even if it doesn't, even if the runner gets there ahead of the ball, at least we made a good, accurate throw and we didn't give them any extra bases, okay? So the first step with our throws is just slow down a little bit. You'll go faster in the end, or we'll play better in the end if you just take that little bit of time to look at your target. The next step is, I don't think that we are aiming as well as we could be when we're making our throws. I was talking to Coach Bill yesterday at the batting cage about this specifically, and he had some great tips that I wanted to share with you. The main thing with aiming, if I'm trying to throw to the camera, I gotta be looking down my shoulder. I gotta have my shoulder pointed straight at my target, okay? The same principle applies to batting. If I'm here in my batting stance, I want to be looking down my shoulder right at my target because when I go to swing, my body is starting from a closed position. If I start out here, I'm in an open position and my swing is going to be weird. I got to be starting closed, and I close by pointing my shoulder at the target. The same exact thing goes for throwing, okay? I don't want to see us practicing throwing anymore like this, okay? I understand there's some valid drills with snapping your wrist, but we got to break these habits. We got to get sideways, okay? I want to see people getting sideways on every throw, pointing their shoulder at the target. I like to point my glove at the target as well, but we got to make sure that the shoulder is pointed there first. I've got my glove pointed at you, and then I like to step at my target, bring the glove to my body as I throw. So again, I'm starting off sideways, that's key. My shoulder is pointing at my target. I point my glove, I step at it, and I throw. And I bring the glove to my body because that puts a little more juice on the throw. It makes it a little bit harder, okay? one more time. Sideways, pointing, throw, okay? Please watch this, please understand. If you have any questions, you can always ask me or any of the coaches. If we can just clean a couple of these things up, we're gonna be doing great, all right? We hit the ball well, we pitch and catch well, we are capable of good defense. We saw that last Wednesday night for sure. We just gotta do it again next time, okay? Let's give our pitcher and catcher the confidence that if the ball gets put in play, we're there to back them up and we're gonna make a solid play. So that's it. Looking forward to our game on Wednesday night. We've got several more games coming up here, including a doubleheader on Saturday, so it's gonna be fun. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you soon.